Good morning student. In last video I told about Thomson model and Rutherford model. Even I told the limitation of the Rutherford model also. Now today we will take the next topic, that is development leading to the Bohr's model. In order to improve the Rutherford atomic model, the two new concepts play a major role, and these are wave nature of electromagnetic radiation and particle nature of electromagnetic radiation. So first we take about the wave nature of electromagnetic radiation. This theory is given by the Maxwell in 1870, and he gave an explanation about the interaction between the charged bodies and the behavior of electric and magnetic field on the microscopic level. When electric charged particles move under acceleration, alternative electric and magnetic fields are generated and transmitted in the form of waves. This is called electromagnetic waves or electromagnetic radiation. Student, in junior classes you have discussed about a light. Light is an example of electromagnetic radiation or electromagnetic wave, and the short form is EMR. Since the light can travel in vacuum, on the other hand sound wave cannot travel, it needs medium. So sound wave is a not example of EMR, but the light is an example of EMR. And I hope in junior classes you have learned about the characteristics of wave also. So characteristics of waves, there are major three characteristics of waves. That is, the first one is the lambda. Lambda, I hope you all know, that is wavelength. Wavelength, that means suppose that since students see that this is a wave and the distance of the distance between the two crust or the two trough basically denoted by lambda. This is lambda, and the unit of the lambda is equal to unit of length, it is meter, but in generally expressed in the term of Armstrong, that is Armstrong. And you know that 1 Armstrong is equal to 10 power minus 10 meter. I hope clear. Now the second one is frequency, that is mu. Mu, frequency. The definition of frequency is, it is defined as the number of waves that pass through a given point in 1 second. SI unit is hertz, and second simple unit is second inverse. Third one is velocity. Velocity, everybody know that, C denoted by C. It is a distance traveled by a wave in a 1 second and expressed as meter per second. And the fourth one is a wave number. Wave number denoted by mu bar, and it is defined as the number of the wavelength per unit length, and its unit is reciprocal of the wavelength unit. So I hope that you clear the characteristics of wave. Now we will focus on the electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic radiation. See this diagram, beta. In this diagram there are three planes, X, Y and Z. This is Y, X, Y and Z. Now this is Z, this is Y and this is X. Now in this diagram it's very clearly mentioned the blue line. The blue line is electric field component, and the red line is magnetic field, and this x-axis is direction of the propagation of the charged particle. Now we will discuss the characteristics of electromagnetic waves. Now The oscillating electric and magnetic field generated by the oscillating charged particles are perpendicular to each other and also to the direction of the propagation of the wave. Now you can see that there are three, and x, y and z, all three are perpendicular to each other. Now you can easily see in this diagram the electric, magnetic and the direction of propagation are perpendicular to each other. These waves do not require any medium for their propagation and can move in vacuum like light. Light can easily move in a straight line, and secondly in vacuum also. Thirdly, electromagnetic radiation are of several kinds which differ from one another in the wavelength or the frequency. When electromagnetic radiations are arranged in order of their increasing wavelength or decreasing frequency of a complete spectrum obtained is called electromagnetic spectrum. Is a definition of electromagnetic spectrum. Now, spectrum word, I hope that you understood. A spectrum is example rainbow. In junior classes you have learned about the rainbow, because in the rainbow there are 7 colors. So the radiation is also arranged in increasing order of wavelength or frequencies, and these radiations are basically arranged in different order, and this is called as electromagnetic spectrum. Now look, this is electromagnetic spectrum. It is, I think that is clearly visible. Now you can see that in this figure the radio waves. Now you see that radio waves, right? In this figure the radio waves have the lowest frequency or the highest wavelength. Now, and the gamma rays have the highest frequencies or the lowest wavelength. The different types of radiations are arranged in decreasing order of frequencies or increasing order of wavelength. And now I tell you, this is gamma rays, then X-rays, then UV, then IR, infrared, microwaves and the radio waves. Now you can see, students, this is the increasing wavelength and this is the decreasing frequencies. Now you can see that these waves are arranging in a particular order. So this is a particular thing is known as spectrum. What is this? A spectrum. So I hope that it is clear, spectrum. Now we will take the next topic, the particle nature of electromagnetic radiation. The particle nature of electromagnetic radiation given by the Planck. Sometimes it is known as Planck quantum theory also. Now it is very, very important, because electromagnetic radiation is wave, there is no doubt, but electromagnetic radiation have a particle nature. How we can prove it? Now there are two examples or the two phenomena which explain the particle nature of EMR. The first is the black body radiation or a Planck theory, and the second is a photoelectric effect. These two phenomena cannot explain by the wave nature of electromagnetic radiation. These two phenomena explain only by using particle nature of EMR. Students, look at this diagram. Look at this. If I ask what is this, somebody say that it is waves, somebody say that they are the dotted, they are arranged in a continuum manner. Yes, right. When these dots arrange in a continuum manner, it look like a wave, but originally these are particles. When we can say that these particles are arranging in a continuum manner, this moving like that, it's look like a wave. So both things are interrelated to each other, means the particle can behave as a wave and wave can be arranged in the particle also. So here we are using the particle nature of electromagnetic radiation. Now the first one is the black body radiation or the Planck theory. The first is the black body radiation or Planck theory. You know, student, when an iron rod is heated, when iron rod is heated in a furnace, it turns to dull red and then more and more red as the temperature increases. When heating is continued, the radiation emitted become white and then finally it become blue when the temperature is very high. The red color has the higher wavelength and the blue color has the lower wavelength. So in term of wavelength, it means that the radiation emitted goes from higher wavelength to the lower wavelength as the temperature increases. The ideal body that emit the absorbed radiation of all frequencies is called black body, and the radiation emitted by such a body is called black body radiation. However, the intensity of a black body radiation does not show this expected behavior. Now explanation. The exact wavelength distribution of the emitted radiation. Now you see the curve. Radiation from a black body depend on its temperature. Look at this. There is a curve between intensity and lambda is a wavelength. There are two. One is T2, another is T1. There are two temperature and T2 is more than T1. Now I am going to explain this curve. At a given temperature, the intensity of the light radiation emitted increases with the decrease of wavelength. We are moving this side, increasing wavelength. We are coming this side, decreasing wavelength. We are going upward side, that is intensity increases. Now, at a given temperature, intensity of radiation emitted increases with the decrease of wavelength, reaches to the maximum value at a given wavelength, and then start decreasing with the further decrease of wavelength as shown in the graph. You can easily see that there are two temperatures are there. And now if this side we are moving, the lambda increases. If we are coming this side, lambda decreases. So this is the graphical representation or explanation of the black body radiation. But this black body radiation theory cannot explain by using the wave nature of the electromagnetic radiation. We need another theory that is called as particle nature of electromagnetic radiation. Now, this theory, black body radiation, could not explain the experimental result of many phenomena such as a black body radiation. This theory means wave theory cannot explain the black body radiation. We need another theory, and this theory is given by the Planck, and it is known as Planck theory of radiation. The main features of Planck quantum theory radiations are: first, the radiant energy is not emitted or absorbed continuously but discontinuously in the form of small packet of energy, and this is called as quanta. What is this? This is called as quanta. Quanta. Each such quanta is associated with definite amount of energy, that is E. In case of light, the quantum of energy is often called as photon. Now the important point is that the amount of energy associated with the quanta of radiation is proportional to the frequency of light, that is E is proportional to nu, or E is equals to h nu. Here h is a constant, it is known as Planck constant, and its value is 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule per second. and this relation was found to be valid for all type of electromagnetic radiation. Now, the total amount of energy emitted or absorbed by a body will be some whole number multiple of quantum, means E is equal to NH nu. Here n is equal to integer and it is denoted by 1, 2, 3 and so on. So I hope it is clear. It is called as Planck quantum theory, and it theory is explained the particle nature of EMR.